The stadium stands silent. The battlefield awaits. Shadows stir, legends awaken. Tonight, the clash begins. Join the Night Watch and let's sim the battle and rule the night together. Welcome to NightKnightSims. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Night here, and we're going to go ahead and jump right in for this week. We are in Week 12 facing the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau. Looks like we have a defensive line breakout, so we're going to go ahead and check this out first. I've been thinking a lot about Jalen Redmond and believe he's on the rise for us. How does this plan sound for him this week? 3+ tackles, a tackle for a lost goal. That doesn't sound too shabby. That seems like a pretty decent goal for Redmond. I think we can do that. I like it. Let's see what he can do. Sweet, appreciate your time, coach. This could be a key upgrade for us if he's able to get this dev. And then let's jump into weekly strategy for this week. Let's help McCarthy out a little bit. So let's do field gen. So let's go ahead and do blitz buster. We want to do aerial suppression. Let's do passing paranoia. And then for play sheets, I'm going to do the West Coast play sheet with the 3-4. That way we tend to get those block shedding and tackle buffs on majority of our plays, as well as the pass blocking and short route running, catching traffic buffs on our West Coast, since we are running a West Coast offense with a 3-4 storm defense. So that should help out some of those situations. And then for trainer abilities, I think we're going to leave it as off-field rejuvenation. And if you haven't already, check out the slider video I just released a couple days ago. It's what I am using in this video today, and it is set up perfectly for CPU versus CPU gameplay, and you're going to get to see it in action for the first time today if you have not seen it or tried it out yet on your own. For now, we're just going to run through here. See, nobody needs to half pad or full pad right now. Yep, looks like everything's pretty good from last week. Felton, Dawkins, and Price. For focus players, we are going to run with that. Alright, now let's hit our upgrades. Upgrade for our center we pulled up from our practice squad, Dylan McMahon. We're going to go ahead and upgrade his agile. That gets him up to a 65. Alright, and now without further ado, let's jump right into this week's game against the Packers. We're probably going to do the Packers, the Seahawks, and the Commanders in this episode, depending on how the highlights go for scoring drives or whatnot, because I am going to be switching the template starting with this episode so we can try to move through a little bit quicker. So just leave your comments down below what you think, and I have a poll up, and it seems like people just want to kind of see the full scoring drives, and that's about it with some of the highlights. So we're going to give that a shot and see how many games we can get through and still keep this kind of at an hour or less. I don't want to go crazy long, but I don't want to do just a 10-minute episode either. So we'll kind of see how many games we can get in it, and kind of just go from there. So I'll see you inside the game. So the Packers got the ball first and did a 3-and-out and had to punt on a 4th and 13. Now we're going to see the Vikings offense, see if they can come out and pick up where they left off. It's going to be a screen play for it looked like a tight end screen out to Hawkinson. It's going to be a gain of 5 on the play. Last week he had 4 receptions, 75 yards, and no touchdowns, and they'll win over the Bears. And now it's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 38-yard line. McCarthy's going to be under center with Aaron Jones in the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff to Jones. He's looking. He's got time. He gets a pass across the middle, and it's going to be caught. 20-yard pass to Jordan Addison across the middle, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 47. And McCarthy is laser accurate to start off the game, which is going to be impressive. You can keep it going. iPhone formation to Jones. Loss of 3 on a play. It'll be 2nd and 13 now at midfield. Guard's going to come out. He's got Jones to his left. He's going to look. Plenty of time again. Clean pocket. He steps up and delivers it to Jones for a gain of about 9. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 now. The 41-yard line. Just outside of field goal range, although I think Riker could hit it from there if they attempted it. But McCarthy's going to scramble. He's going to get a 1st down on a slide. 7 yards on that to bring up another Vikings 1st down. So it's now 1st and 10 at the 34. 8:31 to go here in this opening quarter. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Xavier Scott, who's going to get a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be now 2nd and 12 at the 37. It's McCarthy and Jones in the backfield again. You've got Addison, Naylor, and Jefferson at the bottom left. Bottom right. Hawkinson's at the top left. McCarthy's going to step up, and he's going to deliver it to Hawkinson, who's going to come down with it. And they're going to be all the way down at the 13-yard line now on a 1st and 10. Great catch there by Hawkinson. I didn't think he was going to come down with that, but somehow he did. It was a great catch. And he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to shoot across the middle, and it's going to be a touchdown for none other than Adam Thielen. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead over the Packers. All right, so we're going to take over with the Packers here now. 2:05 left to go in the first. 1st and 10 at the 29. They had a field goal on their last drive, and then the Vikings punted. And they're going to get that pass out for a gain of 8, and it's going to be 2nd and 2 now from the 37-yard line. Love's going to take the snap. Plenty of time. He's going to air it out down the field, and it's going to be knocked away incomplete. The receiver's going to drop it on contact. That's 3rd and 2. See if this Vikings defense can hold once again. They're only going to send 4. Love's going to get the pass off, and it's going to be complete up the middle, and it's going to be a gain of about 20 or so, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 now at the 43-yard line. And this Packers offense is once again on the move. And I fake the handoff to Jacobs. He's going to get the pass out, but he's going to be met as soon as the ball got there. To be no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. And the clock is a-ticking. Got 46 seconds left to go here in the first. They're going to send 4 again. He gets the pass off, and that's an interesting looking type of, don't know if that was meant to be a screenplay or just kind of an escape route there or what that was, but it's going to be 3rd and 2. I didn't even think he was going to throw it right there at the line, but that was an interesting. It's nice to see different things like that happening now. So now here at the start of the second, it's Vikings 7, Packers 3. It's 1st and 10 for the Packers at the 22-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to run up the middle for a gain of about 4. That's 33 yards on 3 rushes for Jacobs. He gashed us on that one long run, about 20-some yards on that one run. So really that yard per carry is skewed as of right now, but it will come down over time, I'm sure. And Jacobs just bullies his way forward, and it's got to be a 3rd and inches, and now we've got an injury on the field. That's Romeo Doubs, it looks like. And let's see if this Vikings defense can get an important stop on a 3rd and inches at the 13. And Love sneaks it, and he did not make it. And it's a 3rd down stop by the Vikings, and that's going to put an interesting decision for the Packers. What do they do? And the Packers are going to go for it. 4th and inches from the 12. Love's going to come out in shotgun this time. He's got Jacobs. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to get a 1st down. So it's going to be 1st and goal now at the 10. Vikings couldn't get that stop on 4th down, unfortunately, even though they stopped him on the 3rd and inches. Couldn't stop him on 4th and inches. It's going to be another handoff to Jacobs, who gets blown up on that hit. It's now 2nd and goal from the 9. 1-yard gain on that run. Got Love in the backfield. You got Jacobs to his left. They're doing a trip bunch tight end set, it looked like, on that one. And they're going to get it across, and it's going to be a Packers touchdown. Okay, so Vikings are going to take over here after that forced Packers punt. 1st and 10 from the 23. And McCarthy's going to be sacked for the 4th time this game. And it's going to be 2nd and 17 now. And this is one thing you will see with these sliders is if you have a quarterback with lower awareness or a rookie quarterback and he's not good with his head on a swivel, you're going to see slightly higher sacks. It evens out through the year. You usually don't see 6+. You do occasionally see 5. I have a feeling this might be a game where you see a little bit more, but that is real. We have had games with 6, 7, and 8 sacks in history, so it's not like it doesn't happen. And it's going to be an interception by the Packers. And the Packers are going to now start off with that interception, 1st and 10. So the Packers take over after the interception, 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to get met pretty hard by Murphy Jr. there after a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Hands it off to Jacobs, who's going to be met at the line for no gain, 3rd and 6. Going to send Jacobs in motion. He sent a lot of people in motion on this one. Quite a bit of movement on the line there. Let's see what happens. Love takes the snap. He's going to get a pass off, and it's going to be complete down to the 1-yard line. He's able to hang on, and that's Golden on the catch. 1st and goal now for the Packers at the 1-yard line. Let's see if the Vikings can get a goal line stop here, and they get a stop on 1st down. It's going to be a gain of 0. So it's now 2nd and goal at the 1. Love takes the snap. He's looking. He gets the pass off, and it's going to be another Packers touchdown, and they're going to extend their lead 17-7. All right, so we're going to take over here. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. 1:55 to go after the 2-minute warning. There's been back-to-back punts. McCarthy's going to take the snap. He's got time, but he's going to scramble, and he's going to scramble for a first down and more. Great job by McCarthy there on the awareness to see that hole and take advantage of it. It's now 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 48. 1:43 to go. They still have 2 timeouts. Down by 10. Trying to get some points here before going into the half. They don't want to go down. They don't want to go into the half down by 2 scores. McCarthy's going to have a lane. Everybody's covered, so he's going to scramble again. That's going to be another Vikings first down. And that's one thing I am liking about this set is scrambles by quarterbacks aren't crazy, but they do take advantage of open lanes when they are there, if they tend to have any mobility at all. So that's nice to see. McCarthy's going to get the pass out to Hawkinson. That's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Vikings call their 2nd timeout. They will have 1 timeout left. So they'll now come out 2nd and 9, 57 seconds at the 38-yard line. They're going to come out 4 receiver set with Jones in the backfield. McCarthy's in shotgun. Sends Jones up to the line. Takes the snap. They only send 3. He gets the pass off, and that's 2 Jones for a gain of 4 on the play. It's now 3rd and 5. They're not going to call the last timeout just yet. Let's see if McCarthy can get this first down. He gets the pass across, and it's going to be a first down and more for Aaron Jones, and he gets all the way in for a Vikings touchdown. And now we'll bring the score of 17-14 Packers. Okay, so here we are in the 3rd quarter, 3:18 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Packers after punts just back-to-back since the start. We're going to get it off, and he's going to break the first tackle. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play. It'll now be 2nd and 4 at the 38. Love's going to be in shotgun. Jacobs to his right. Takes the snap. He's got time. The Vikings only send 3. He gets it off as he's hit, and it's going to fall incomplete. Great job by Isaiah Rodgers to break it up as soon as the ball got there. It's going to be now 3rd and 4. Packers are up 17-14. They take the snap, and they're going to get away to an open receiver, and that's going to be a Packers first down to the 46. And that's 210 yards through the air so far for Jordan Love this game. So now here we go, 2:25 to go. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who gets to the outside, and he's going to and he makes a defender miss. What a move by Jacobs there. It's going to be 2nd and inches. Not quite enough for a first down, though. So let's see. He's going to be an offset I formation. He's going to send a man in motion, top of the screen to the bottom. Love's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to get the first down. Makes a cut right there, and it's going to be brought down at the 30. 1st and 10 now for the Packers. And this is not looking good for the Vikings. We do not want the Packers to score again and take a 2-score lead. So great job by the defense to have to get him to try to layer it in on that touch. And it was not layered correctly, obviously, for that incompletion. He was overthrown, so now it's 2nd and 10 at the 30. Love takes a snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who has an open hole up the middle, and he's going to get a first down on the run. And the Vikings defense just got gashed on that run. They just left a hole big enough for a semi-truck to drive through once again. It's been a staple this season. They're going to do a fake handoff. Love has it, and he's going to throw it. It's going to be an open receiver for another Packers touchdown. Right, so now the Packers take over, 1st and 10, and they're going to get a free play here. So, and he's not going to go long. I thought he would have got knocked away, but that's going to be offsides on the defense anyways. And they're going to get a 1st and 5 now at their 33. 9:59 to go here in this 4th quarter. Packers are up 24-17. Got to fake the handoff. Love's going to go out to his left, and Jacobs is just going to get met immediately. Or that wasn't Jacobs, that was Zero. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. It's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Love takes the snap. He's going to get the pass, and it's going to be complete. And it's going to be another Packers first down to the 46-yard line. And this Vikings defense needs to hold. We cannot go down by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. Love takes the snap. He's looking. He gets the pass off to a wide open receiver, and it's going to be another Packers first down, and they're going to be down almost in the red zone. 1st and 10 now at the 21. Love's got to be in shotgun. He's got Jacobs to his right. He's going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's met immediately by, that was Blake Cashman on the stop. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11. Love's in shotgun, takes a snap. He's got time, clean pocket, he gets the pass off, and it's going to be complete down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and goal. And the Packers are looking to take a 2-score lead here, almost midway through this 4th quarter. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to get a gain of about 2 on the play. It's 2nd and goal now at the 6. And Love has just been pretty accurate this game. It's been surprising to see. And that's going to be another Packers touchdown. And they take a commanding 2-score lead. So Packers take over after that holding call on 4th down. And it's going to be 1st and 10. They're already up by 17. And it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. And now Jay Ward's hurt on that play. It's now 2nd and 7. 4:51 to go here in the 4th. Love hands it off. Great shake and bake move there. It's going to be 3rd and 1 after the gain of about 6 or so. It's now 3rd and 1 from the 21. Got to get it off, and it's going to be another Packers 1st down. He's going to be brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Jordan Love, 308 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns today. Going to come out in I formation. You got 4 minutes to go here in this 4th quarter. Got to try to send it up the middle. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. It's now 2nd and goal. And now the Vikings defense wants to try to stand pat when they're already down by 17, and this isn't going to do anything for us. Love has room. He's going to scramble, and that's going to be another Packers touchdown. All right, so the Vikings are going to take over. This game's out of reach now, down 41-17, but it's 1st and 10 now at the 24. Going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to run up the middle for a gain of 6 on the play. It's 2nd and 4 now from the 30. McCarthy's going to be under center with Mason in the backfield once again. You got Hawkinson and Oliver both on the field. And it's going to be a 1st down pass, but he's going to drop it. Naylor drops it on the 1st down. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now at the 30. McCarthy takes a snap. He's looking. He's got a clean pocket. Great pancake by Donovan Jackson. McCarthy's going to scramble. He has room. He's going to scramble to the 50, and he's going to slide down at the 45-yard line. And he's done a great job with his awareness this game as far as rushing when he sees a hole. And he's got 91 yards on scrambling today, which is a little high, but Packers are known to be gashed by QB scrambles at times. And that one goes to Thielen. It's now 2nd and 2 from the 37-yard line. And just a horrible game, all in all, by this Vikings offense and defense. McCarthy's going to try to scramble again. He gets the 1st down. It's going to be a 2-minute warning, and they're down 41-17. And this is exactly what it looks like, an 8-2 Green Bay Packers against a 2-8 Minnesota Vikings. And the Vikings are just getting manhandled and demolished. And that one's going to go to Mason, who's going to get a loss on the play. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now. McCarthy's going to come out shotgun. Mason to his right. He's going to take the snap. He's looking. He's got time. Clean pocket. They only sent 3. Everybody's back in coverage. They're going to get it out to Mason, who breaks the 1st tackle but gets laid out by the 2nd. Vikings going to call a timeout. It doesn't matter. This game's out of reach. It's 3rd and 3 now at the 27. Vikings just trying to savage some resemblance here on the scoreboard. They're going to get the pass off to Naylor. That's going to be another Vikings 1st down. Adrian Cooper has his 8th tackle on that stop. It's now 1st and 10, 58 seconds to go. They're at the 21. McCarthy takes the snap. He gets it across to Justin Jefferson. It's going to be a gain of 8 on the play. Vikings call their 2nd timeout. So now it's 2nd and 2 at the 14, 52 seconds to go. McCarthy under center. Got Ham and Mason in the backfield. McCarthy takes a quick pass out to Naylor. It's going to be another 1st down to the 7. And where was this at when we needed it in the 3rd quarter? This is just insane. Here we go now after the Vikings' last timeout. It's 1st and goal at the 7, 46 seconds to go, and nothing can stop the clock other than out of bounds or an incomplete pass. But McCarthy's going to scramble, and that's going to be a Vikings touchdown. And the Packers are going to kneel it here. Vikings had a touchdown, did convert the 2 points, but could not get the onside kick. And the Packers are going to kneel it, and that's going to be the game. And the Packers beat the Vikings at Lambeau 41-25. So we're going to have an upgrade for Justin Jefferson after that game. He's only got 2 left for an upgrade his playmaker. I mean, he is a 99 overall already, but let's see. He gets a +2 to break tackle, catching, deep route, and spin move, +6 to carrying, and then +1 to medium route, speed, and trucking. Because, Justin Jefferson needs more speed. So that's going to be interesting. And we had our defense line breakout. I don't know if we're going to meet that one. That was for Jalen Redmond. I don't know if he had his 3 tackles for a loss. We're going to find out. I know you didn't hit the goal we set, but that's okay. No, he did not hit it. You don't need to worry about me being ready, coach. And that's a very boring cutscene, but okay, we have one new injury. Ryan Kelly is out for the season. Torn pectoral. Josh Metellus is out 2 to 4 weeks with a hamstring tear. And then Jay Ward, who's the one that went out this game, we lost him for 4 to 8 weeks, so most likely remainder of the season due to broken ribs. So taking some injuries towards the end of it too. And we are going to go ahead and just go to week 13 now. All right, here we are in week 13. We will be playing in Seattle against the Seahawks. So we have fallen to 2-9. The Seahawks are on a roll at 10-1. And since it's week 13 now, we do have some focus players to scout. I do have my scouting somewhat done. I've got about 65 favorites that I've got right now on the board. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but I do have 85 that I'm looking at. For the focus players that we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and my main concern right now is defense, so we're going to be looking at corners and D-tackle, stuff like that. With all of our corners, since it's our main position of need, I do have that set at a national, so as you can see, everything is at 75%, so I'm not going to waste focus scouting on that, but what I am going to do is actually look at some D-tackles, and I know this is probably weird for most, but we do have some 80s in there, but I do have some 40s down in undrafted area and day 3s, and there's some of the bigger guys like Max Hampton at 6'3", 351. I think I'm going to go ahead and select him for one of them. I've got Jamal Fitzgerald, who's 22 at 6'4", 337. I'm going to select him. And then I've got Corbin Darby, who's 22, who's 6'3", at 353. I do want to try to find a really big middle kind of run stopper that's still got some speed and stuff to them. So that's what we're going to do with him because they're only 40%. So that way it unlocks a little bit more so I can help make some finalized decisions as we get into the playoffs and off season and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do for them. And like I said, I'll do a whole scouting thing when we get in there once everything's unlocked so I can go through, explain what I look for and stuff like that. So now let's go ahead and jump right into weekly strategy. All right, and now that we're in here, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do Blitzbuster, Field General, and then we're going to triple up on defense since our defense has just been gashed. So we're going to do Aerial Suppression, Mano a mano, since we're playing Darnold, he likes to pass. So we want to add that in there, and we're going to do Passing Paranoia. So that's what we're going to run with for this week. And then for play sheets, once again, we're going to do the 3-4. And since our offense seems to be moving pretty good, I'm actually going to stay with 3-4, and we're going to add in, let's see, I think we're going to add in the Nickel Mug. So we're going to leave Nickel Mug in 3-4 play sheet for this week. And then for trainer abilities, we're going to stay with Off-Field Rejuvenation. So that's what we're going to do for them. And then for here, let's see what we've got. So everybody looks pretty good, but Jordan Addison took some hits, it looks like, so we're going to half pad him for this week. I don't do anyone that's green, so even though like Naylor here. So how I do it is if they're mid-tier, so like if they have 3 bars out of 5, I'll do half pads. If they have 1 or 2 bars, I'll rest. But if they have 4 or 5, I leave them full pads. That's how I run mine with these rotations and stuff that I've got set up. And everyone else looks to be pretty good for this week, which is nice. So we'll simulate training. We're going to, of course, keep the same 3 in there again. All right, we have some upgrades. So Ty Felton, we're going to upgrade his playmaker. It gets up to 77 overall. He's going to get +3 to catching, +2 to deep route and specialty catch, and then +1 to break tackle, carrying, catching traffic, juke move, jumping, release, short route, and spin move. So really nice upgrade for Felton there. For Jeff Okuda, we're going to upgrade his zone. And then for Okuda, we're going to get +2 to zone coverage and then +1 to main coverage and press. For Tavier Thomas, we're going to upgrade his run support. And for him, we got +3 to tackle and +1 on play rec and hit power. So play rec and tackle is big for that. And then for our Mike, Austin Keys, we're going to upgrade his pass coverage. and hope we get some more zone in there. So get +2 to zone, +4 to play rec, which is a phenomenal, and then +1 to man coverage. And then we'll take a quick look at the playoff picture. So right now in the AFC, you've got the Patriots against the Dolphins, the Chargers and the Broncos, Colts and the Bills, with the Ravens having a bye. In NFC, you've got the Seahawks with the bye, who we play right now. You've got the Falcons at the Cowboys, Packers at the Rams, and Eagles at the Lions. So that's how the playoff picture is shaping up for this season. And let's go ahead and jump into the game. I'll see you guys in there. So now we'll pick up after that field goal by the Vikings. It's 3-0 Vikings. Seahawks take over, 1st and 10 at the 27. 3:22 to go in the first. They're sending a man in motion. Got to hand it off to Walker, who is met almost immediately. Gets a gain of 2 on the play. It's now 2nd and 8 at the 28. Darnold's going to be under center. Got a single backfield formation here. He's going to toss it out. It's going to be a completion, and it's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 1 now at the 36, and I foresee a sneak coming probably here, and it is, and he's going to get just enough for the first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks off that QB sneak by Sam Darnold. So now at the 37-yard line, you got 2:11 to go here in this first quarter. Darnold's going to take the snap, hand it off to Walker, who has a hole, and he's able to get a first down and more. Great rush by Walker there. Great vision to see that little opening, and he gets about 12 on the play, so it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 49. Going to send him in motion from top of your screen to the bottom. It's going to be a toss out to Walker, who's going to try to get to the outside. He makes the one tackle miss, 2 people miss, and is finally brought down by Dallas Turner on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 5 now after that 5-yard run. That was a lot of juking and moving for 5 yards, but I'm sure the Seahawks will take it. Darnold gets it off as he's getting hit, and that's going to go to Walker, who actually loses 1 on the play, and it'll now be 3rd and 6 after that great coverage by our defense. So now at the 44, let's see if we can get a 3rd down stop here. Darnold gets a snap. He's got a pocket. One of our defenders just got pancaked, and it's going to be a wide open receiver, and Hitman just lowers his shoulder and knocks out Smith-Njigba. But he held on, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at the 24-yard line. So now Darnold's in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Walker, who's going to run, but he's going to get stopped by Dallas Turner, who's been all over the field the last couple of games. So now we'll pick back up here at top of the second quarter, 12 minutes, full quarter, 2nd and 11 at the 25. Darnold takes a snap. He's got a good pocket. Has open receiver up the middle, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 off that. It looked like it might have been a slant route. I didn't see where it started, but it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 14. Darnold's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Walker, who's going to run into his own player. I guess he was trying to use him for leverage, but it ends up going nowhere. A loss of 2 on the play. It's now 2nd and 12. And the Seahawks are down 3-0, trying to get their first points of the game. Good pocket, another pancake by the offense, and great job there to knock that ball out as soon as it arrived. It'll be 3rd and 12 now at the 15. And our defense is bending, but hopefully they don't break. We send in a blitz, almost get to Darnold, but now you got an open Walker who's not going to get to the first down. He'll be stopped at the 4. And Seahawks are going to go for it on 4th and 1. It's a great momentum chance for our defense. If we get a stop here in Seattle, this close to the goal line, it would be huge. But we're going to leave them wide open for a Seahawks touchdown. So here we go, 3:32 left to go in the second. 1st and 10 by the Seahawks after a couple of punts, and they had a field goal a few series back. It's going to be a handoff to Walker, who's going to run up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 12 on the play. 1st and 10 now at the 45. Got 146 total yards for the Seahawks, 97 for the Vikings. Majority has been passing for the Vikings. They've had a really rough time on the ground with Jones and Mason. The Seahawks defense has just been ruthless when it comes to the run game. But we're going to send it. We almost get to him on the blitz, but he finally gets knocked down. As that was a CUDA on that hit. And it's now 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6. 2:35 to go. We're going to send receiver in motion, an I formation. Darnold's going to hand it off, and Walker's going to make a cut, and he's going to get a first down and more. He somehow escapes a few tackles and gets all the way down to the 23-yard line, so it'll now be 1st and 10 at the 23. And this is probably the last play before the 2-minute warning. Darnold's in the shotgun, calling out something at the line. Takes the snap. Cashman almost gets him, but he's able to get the ball off, and it's going to be a gain of 7 to Smith-Njigba. And that will be the 2-minute warning, and it's Seattle 10, Vikings 3. And now on the other side of the 2 minutes, 2nd and 3, 2 minutes to go. Darnold in shotgun. He's got Walker to his right. He's going to send Walker in motion. We're going to send Wilson a move. Wilson's spying kind of in the middle, and Darnold's going to get sacked by his own player based off the pushback from Andrew Van Ginkel, but we will take that sack. So that's a loss a couple on the play, and it's now 3rd and 9. So let's see if our defense can hold them once again. Darnold takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff, and Darnold's going to scramble out, and he's going to be able to get a first down, but he gets nailed, and he fumbles the ball. And it's going to be recovered by Jeff Okudah. Great job by the Vikings defense to sit there and force that fumble. Darnold decided to run for it, and the Vikings are like, yeah, we know you. We're taking that ball. And they're going to do a booth review. From the look of it, he fumbled before he was on the ground, but we shall see what this booth says. And he still has the ball, and no, it looks like he is down before it comes out. So the Seahawks will retain possession. So it'll be the Seahawks 1st and 10 at the 10. After that fumble was reversed after booth review. It's a gain of a couple. Vikings call a timeout. It's now 2nd and goal from the 6. Darnold's going to be in shotgun. Darnold takes a snap. He's going to scramble up the middle, and he's going to try to dive in, and he does get in, and it's going to be another Seahawks touchdown. All right, so now we're going to come out. 4:08 left to go here in the 3rd. 1st and 10. Vikings come out in affirmation after nothing but punt after punt after punt. And he gets away just before he gets hit, and that's going to go out of bounds, incomplete. Great job to throw it away by McCarthy instead of taking a sack. So it's now 2nd and 10. It's still 17-6. And like I said, this whole 3rd quarter has been nothing but punts. So great defensive display so far. It's going to get the ball away, and it's going to go to Jordan Addison for a first down and a little bit more. That's going to be about a gain of 13 on the play. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 46, and this is almost the best field position I've seen this entire quarter so far for either team. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who's ended up getting blown up at the line of scrimmage. And sorry, that was Jones, not Mason. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. And McCarthy's going to be in shotgun. He's got Jones to his right. He fakes the handoff and ends up going down. I don't know if they're going to record it as a sack. That was obviously an intended run, but it's going to be 3rd and 13 now at the 43. So what was the best field position is turning into probably another punt. McCarthy's looking, he's got a pass, and he's got a completion across to Aaron Jones. And it's going to be a huge first down to the 35-yard line for the Vikings. And this game could be getting interesting in the waning moments here of the 3rd quarter. Offset I formation, he's going to hand it off to Mason, who has a hole and more, makes him in, miss, and he's going to race down the sideline, and he's going to get down to the 2-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Vikings. What a run by Mason. Made that guy miss on a quick cut juke to the right. And here we go. Hand it right back off to Mason. Let him finish what he started. It's a Vikings touchdown. And now the Vikings are going to go for 2 to try to make this a 3-point game. McCarthy's going to send Hawkinson in motion. McCarthy takes a snap. They're going to send a full blitz. He gets it off to a wide open TJ Hawkinson. And it is good. And it is now a 17-14 Seahawks lead. Here we are, 3:13 left to go in the 4th, still 17-14. The Vikings had the ball, 3 timeouts, down by 3. 1st and 10, McCarthy fakes it. He gets it out to Oliver, who's going to fall forward for no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10 now. And the Vikings have a chance to pull a major upset against the number 1 team in the NFL right now. We're going to get that ball over to Jefferson, who has room to make his magic. He makes a defender miss, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 50. And the Vikings are starting to look like they might have a chance to pull off a huge upset here in Seattle. We're going to be in I formation. McCarthy's going to hand it off to Mason, who finds a small little hole and pushes the way forward for a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45. McCarthy's going to come out in shotgun. You got a trip set to the right with Mason in the backfield. McCarthy takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Mason, who's met immediately. No gain on the play. Loss of a couple. It's now 3rd and 10 at the 50. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go. It's Seahawks 17, Vikings 14, but the Vikings with the ball on the move at midfield. But it's kind of boiled down to this. It's 3rd and 10. The Vikings are going to be forced to probably go for it if they don't get this first down. But McCarthy's going to see it open. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be just short. It'll be a 4th and inches at the 40, and they're going to go for it. And I see a QB sneak coming here. Let's see if we can get it. And we're not going to sneak. They're going to hand it off to Mason, who gets enough, and it's a Vikings first down. And unbelievable, we got an injury on the field, so that's going to pull one of our timeouts, but Mason's able to surprise me, and that's Mason that's hurt now. That's unfortunate because we need Mason right now, but here we go. 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter, down by 3, 1:33 to go, and we are in Reichert's field goal range at the 39-yard line with a fresh set of downs. McCarthy under center takes the snap, hands it off to Chandler. He gets a gain of 4 on the play, so it'll now be 2nd and 6, clock's ticking. We're probably just going to let it run down, either kick a field goal for the tie or try to win this game, but we're probably not going to try to leave too much time. McCarthy's going to take the snap. He's got an open receiver, and he's going to, and I don't know who that was. Is that Skule that we just tried to do a pass to? What in the world are we doing? It's 3rd and 6. I've never seen that by the Vikings before. What in the world are we doing? But McCarthy's trying to make something out of nothing. He sees a room, and he's able to scramble for another first down, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 now down at the 26-yard line. And the clock's still ticking. 1:07 to go. Field goal from here would be, about a 42-yard field goal, give or take. But we're still got a first set of downs and some time out. So 1st and 10, McCarthy's looking, and he's just going to throw the ball away. Great awareness by McCarthy to get that away and not take a sack there. 2nd and 10 now, clock stop with 54 seconds to go. McCarthy's in an empty backfield, trips left, my apologies. McCarthy's going to get it away, and that's going to go for a gain of 4. That pass was for Jordan Mason, who's back. Great to see Jordan Mason back, but now we got Xavier Scott in the backfield. 3rd and 6 at the 22. Clock stopped at 50. That sends Scott in motion to the top of your screen. McCarthy takes a snap. They're only sending 4. McCarthy gets in. It bounces off Addison, who wasn't even ready for the pass. What in the world? And it's going to be 4th and 6. And here comes the Vikings field goal. This will be a 39-yard field goal to tie the game from the right hash with 47 seconds to go. And the kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Vikings tie the game at 17 in the waning seconds of this 4th quarter. So let's see if we can end up pulling a comeback. We were down 17-3 at a point in the 2nd quarter, and it is now 17-17, and we are in overtime. And we're going to take the ball in at about the 4. He tries to do a juke, but only gets down to the 24-yard line. So now here comes McCarthy and his Vikings offense. 1st and 10 at the 24. Single back formation in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Scott, who's going to make his way forward for a few yards, but there's going to be a flag on the play, and I'm sure that's going to be a hold against the Vikings again. And it is. That's okay. It's still going to be first down. It'll be a 1st and 20 now from the 14, so that's okay. We've had some decent chunk plays, so I'm not too concerned. I just need to make sure we get down the field some. We do not want to punt it from here in overtime and give them that good of a field position to try to end this game. So McCarthy's going to get it. He's going to get it out to Jefferson, who's going to come down with it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the play, so 2nd and 14. Great grab there by Jefferson. That was a high ball. He had to go point it at the high spot to pull it down. So great catch there. McCarthy's going to take the snap. Pocket's collapsing, and he's going to take a sack down at the 12. And it's going to be 3rd and 22. And this is not what we wanted to see in overtime. The Vikings need a first down here. We do not want to punt from this distance. And we're going to get it away to Scott, who's not going to be able to escape, and it's going to be 4th and 20. We're going to be forced to punt from the 13-yard line. And this is not good. We're going to give the Seahawks excellent field position unless Wright does a booming punt, which he does, but not so much, and they're going to already pretty much be in field goal range right from the get-go. So we need our defense to really step up here. It's already 1st and 10 at the 43. A field goal from here would be 60 yards, so we literally can't let them gain an inch. And yet, they don't. Well, they gain 2. They'll get a game of 2, but there's an injury timeout. Who are we losing now? There's going to be another timeout on the field for an injury. And that's going, oh no, it's for a Seahawks injury. Okay, so now here we go, 2nd and 8 from the 40. Field goal from here will be 58 yards. So we need another couple of stops here. And hopefully we can back them up some. 2nd and 8. Going to fake the handoff. Darnold looking to pass. He passes it short. And it's going to be a gain of nothing. I thought that'd be a loss, but it's a gain of 0. So 3rd and 8 now from the 40. We need another stop here, and we might get lucky and be able to get the ball back. A sack here would be phenomenal. Darnold's going to take the snap. He's looking. We send a blitz, but he gets it away, and it's going to be a first down for the Seahawks, and they are in field goal range officially now. That one to Cooper Kupp. Oh, no. And it's now going to be 1st and 10, 5:27 to go in overtime. They're at the 31. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 on a play. It's now 2nd and 5 at the 26. And the Seahawks come out in I formation. They hand it off. And he's going to get around the corner, but not enough for a first down. It's going to get blasted by a couple of different Vikings defenders. Look, Isaiah Rodgers and Van Ginkel there. So it'll be 3rd and 2 now at the 23. But unless we get a fumble or something here, this looks like this is going to be it. And it's going to be a shake and bake for a first down there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 20 for the Seahawks. And they're just going to keep getting closer and closer to try to guarantee this chip shot field goal for the win. Going to send a man in motion. Darnold's going to take the snap. He's looking. We're going to send a blitzer. He gets it away, and it's going to be complete for a gain of 5 down to the 15-yard line. And they're going to come out in I formation again. And this Vikings defense crumbled when it mattered most, given it was short field positioning, but still, I mean, it's... And Isaiah Rodgers comes up, makes the tackle, no gain on the play. That's Isaiah Rodgers' 10th tackle of the game. He's been all over the field, just flying around. But here we go, 3rd and 5 at the 16. Darnold's going to be under center. He takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. Van Ginkel's trying to come around from the side. Van Ginkel's almost going to get out, but Darnold's going to run, and they're going to fumble. And it's picked up by the Seahawks anyway, and it's going to be now a first down. It's 1st and goal from the 7. We had our chance, and the Seahawks picked it up. And it's now 1st and goal from the 7. Oh, man. And we had it right there. We had a chance to turn the tables. And it's got to be now a Seahawks touchdown, and that will be all she wrote. And the Vikings will lose to the Seahawks 23-17. So, great game there. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it out in the end, but we do get some upgrades out of it. So Donovan Jackson's going to get one. We're going to upgrade his agile. Let's see if we can get some more pass blocking in here. See, awareness +1 and run block finesse +1. Lead block +3 and pass block and run back +2. So that's a great addition for there. Dallas Turner, we're going to get an upgrade. We're going to work on his speed rusher because we are definitely sticking with 3-4 storm. And that's going to give him +2 to block shedding, finesse moves, and pursuit. What a great upgrade. All 3 of those are essential for an edge rusher in a storm scheme. So Ryan Wright, we're going to go ahead and hit accurate. We need more accuracy out of him than power. I mean, he's not powerful anywhere. We're probably going to look for a new punter anyways after this season. So it's +3 for awareness. Eric Wilson's been flying all over the field. We're going to increase his pass coverage a little bit better. Hopefully that can help us. We do, I think, have him. We don't have him on roster, but we may be signing him for next season. We'll see. That's +2 to man coverage, +3 for play rec, and +1 for zone. So another good upgrade. And then Donovan McMillian, strong safety. We're going to upgrade his zone. That's a side in from the injury we had to Ward. And that's +1 to agility, pursuit, and tackle, and +2 to play rec and zone coverage. With that, we can advance to week 14. So here we are in week 14, and we're going to have a 2 and 10 versus 2 and 10 battle here at the bank. So let's go ahead and jump right into weekly strategy. We're going to go ahead and do Blitzbuster, Field General, and then we're going to do the same thing on defense again that we did last game. We're going to do Aerial Suppression with Mono a Mono and Passing Paranoia. For play sheets, we're going to go ahead and do 3-4 with the Nickel Mug again. And for the trainer, we're going to do Off-Field Rejuvenation once again. So that is confirmed. And let's check out our training plan. See if anybody needs anything. I know we're going to have a few players that are after the hits they had last week. So Christian Darrisaw, we are going to rest. Tinsley, we're going to half pad. On defense, Grenard, we're going to half pad. Batty, we're going to half pad. Pace, we're going to half pad. Murphy, we're going to half pad. And that is it for that. So let's go ahead and simulate our training. And we got a few upgrades. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, left edge. We're going to upgrade his speed rusher. Looks like we got +2 to finesse moves and pursuit and +1 to tackle and block shedding. For Theo Jackson, our free safety, we're going to upgrade run support. I boosted from a 70 to a 72. That's going to give us a +3 on zone coverage, +2 on awareness, and +1 on block shedding, man coverage, and tackle. For Bo Richter, we're going to upgrade his speed rusher. It's going to give us +3 on power moves, +2 on finesse, and +1 on block shedding and play rec. For center Dylan McMahon, we're going to upgrade his agile. That's +2 on run block finesse, and +1 on pass block, impact block, and awareness. And our last upgrade would be for right tackle Walter Roos. Going to upgrade his agile. And that's going to be +2 to awareness and +1 to pass block finesse, run block, and run block finesse. And let's jump right into the game. I'll see you there. Well, going to start off with the ball, and we've had back-to-back punts. So now here we are, 1st and 10 at the 12. 8:52 to go here in this first. Daniels takes the snap from shotgun. He's looking. He sees a lane. He's going to scramble. He's got to get a first down. That's a gain of about 15-ish. 2 rushes, 15 yards, and that's 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they need to put a spy down or something to watch for Daniels because he does have a habit of doing that, and we do not want him to break apart this game. And it's going to be a wide open receiver on the side, but he's going to get dragged down. Does get a gain of 6 on a play, so it'll be 2nd and 4 now. Daniels comes out in shotgun. He's got a single back to his right. And that's going to be encroachment by the defense or neutral zone infraction. Oh, they're going to call encroachment. Okay. It's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 41. Daniels alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's got a good pocket. It's got a blitz coming from Murphy, and he overthrows the ball. He had to get rid of it before Murphy got there, so it's now 2nd and 10. Once again, he's in shotgun. Got a single back to his right. Takes the snap. Good pass blocking. And we had a spy there who did not, I don't know what Cashin was doing there, but he missed it. Another injury to the Commanders. And it's now 1st and 10 from the 47. Daniels takes the snap. He's going to hand it off, and he's met immediately by Cashman. Great stop there. Gain of 2 for Robinson there. And it's going to be 2nd and 8 now at the 45. Daniels fakes the handoff. He keeps it himself, and he runs right into a couple defenders, but forces the way forward. He's finally brought down by Isaiah Rogers after a 1st down gain on the play. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 34. Daniels takes a snap, fakes the handoff, shoots over to Debo, who's got plenty of room, and he's going to go all the way in for a Commanders touchdown. All right, so here we go now, 1st and 10, 6:41 to go in the first. Commanders have a 7-0 lead after the last touchdown. And let's see what J.J. McCarthy and his Vikings offense can do. He's going to fake the handoff to Jones, shoot it across the middle to a wide open Jordan Addison. It's going to be a 1st down on a 23-yard catch. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. McCarthy's going to be under center, Jones in the backfield. He's going to have Hawkinson, and it looked like Jefferson, who was wide open, and they were able to get it to him. And it's another long catch for the Vikings offense, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 22. And I guess the Commanders scoring woke up the Vikings offense because now they are on a move with 2 straight 20-plus yard passes. And that's going to be another one to Jefferson. This one's only a gain of 3 down to 20 at 2nd and 7 now. 5:27 to go here in this first quarter. McCarthy in shotgun. Jones to his left, takes a snap, hands it off to Jones, who finds a hole and gets a 1st down and more, and he's going to rumble down to the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Vikings. And now McCarthy's going to come out under center with Jones behind him. Let's just hand it off to Jones, let him finish what he started, but we're not going to. McCarthy's going to scramble out. He's going to have to just throw away the ball to get rid of it. Great awareness there to get rid of the ball. 2nd and goal now at the 3. McCarthy under center. Once again, Jones in the backfield. You got Addison and Naylor to the right, Jefferson on the left. They're going to hand it off to Jones, who's going to get forward for about a gain of 1. So now 3rd and goal from the 2. And we need to punch us in here. We do not want to settle for a field goal at the 2-yard line. So we need to figure out something. You got Jones wide open for a Vikings touchdown, and we're going to have a 7-7 ball game. So we're going to take over now with the Commanders with the ball after nothing but punts once again. It's 1st and 10 at the 24, 9:40 to go. Going to hand it off to Robinson Jr., who's going to get a 1st down and more, but that's because of a hold. Oh, they're going to call a block in the back. I saw a hold there, but they're going to call a block in the back on Noah Brown, apparently. So it'll now be 1st and 9 from the 24. So even though there's a penalty, it's at the spot of the penalty, obviously. So they technically got a gain of 1 from it. And they're going to fake the handoff, and Daniels just gets leveled there by Javon Hargrave for a loss of 3 on the play. It's now 2nd and 12 at the 22. Daniels is in shotgun. Looks like they're going to be running to the left, but it's probably going to be a fake and a pass to the right. He's going to send a man in motion, fake it, and he's going to run to the right with Robinson, and the Vikings read that out, and it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. It's now 3rd and 14 at the 20. Daniels looking. He's got an opening. He gets the pass away. It's going to be a 1st down and more, and he's off to the races, and the Vikings will not catch him, and that's going to be another Commanders touchdown. All right, so McCarthy and Vikings offense going to take over from that huge breakdown in coverage by the defense that let a long pass lead to a touchdown. The Commanders have a 14-7 lead. Jones is going to get it. He's going to go through, get a gain of about 2 on the play. A lot of hard running for very little yards. 2nd and 8 now at the 27. McCarthy under center. Got Jones in the backfield. He's going to pass. He's got a quick pass out to Jefferson, who gets slaughtered from both directions. And it's now 3rd and 2 from the 33. McCarthy's in shotgun this time. He's looking to pass. He's got Naylor wide open. He's going to dump it to him, and that's got to be a Vikings first down at the 36. So now 1st and 10, 7:17 to go here in this first half. I formation, McCarthy under center. Going to hand it off to Jones, who has a wide open lane. He gets a gain of about 15 and almost broke it all the way. But we will take that. 1st and 10 now at the 49. And it looks like the Vikings are looking to answer the Commanders' touchdown with a touchdown of their own, hopefully. McCarthy's going to send Hawkinson in motion, top of the screen to the bottom. He's going to hand it off to Mason, who makes it down to the edge, and he's going to get almost enough for a first down. It'll be 2nd and 1 after a gain of 9 down to the 40. So now McCarthy's under center. You got a tight bunch trips formation here on the left-hand side. Jones in the back. He's going to hand off to Jones, who gets enough for the first down, and that's 50 yards on 9 carries for Jones in his first half. It's 1st and 10 now at 39. McCarthy's under center. Once again, Jones in the backfield. You've got Naylor and Jefferson to the right, and he's looking. He's going to air it out to the right, and he's going to overthrow him. He had Oliver there. If he would have had a little bit more touch on that pass, that could have been a 1st and goal. But instead, we're looking at a 2nd and 10 from the 39-yard line. But McCarthy's looking good with some of these shots. I mean, yeah, they're overthrown, but the decisions he's making are looking pretty good. He's got a wide open. This one he overthrows too. What is going on? I start to say something good, and he has 2 back-to-back overthrows with wide open receivers. And it's now staring at a 3rd and 10 from the 39-yard line. He's got an empty backfield. He's going to send a man in motion. Takes a snap. He's looking, plenty of time, and he's got a first down to T.J. Hawkinson across the middle. That's 103 yards and a touchdown in the first half for J.J., and maybe me talking crap about him for a second actually brought him back to his senses. Who knows? That was a bullet-accurate pass for once. 1st and 10, McCarthy's going to play action, and he's just going to throw it. I thought he was throwing it away, but he was trying to get it to Jones. It falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now at the 26. 5:13 to go here in this first half. Got 2 backs in the backfield. McCarthy. He's going to do a quick out to Jordan Mason, who's got a wide open lane. That's going to be a gain of about 14 on the play. And now it's 1st and 10 at the 11. And the Vikings are knocking on the door of tying this game back up at 14. They're going to send Oliver in motion from the left-hand side out wide left. And he's going off the field. What in the world is going on? And that was interesting. And if this goes to Oliver for a touchdown, no, it's going to go to Hawkinson. Maybe that's where Oliver was supposed to be, but that's the weirdest animation I've seen in all of my testings this year. That is weird. This isn't even a test, but that was an interesting formation. And that leads to a McCarthy sack. So a heck of a set of unfolding events here at the goal to go pretty much. Now we're 3rd and 18 at the 18. McCarthy in shotgun. Plenty of time. We got Pancake there, and he's got a wide open Justin Jefferson for a Vikings touchdown, and we have us a tie ball game, folks. So the Commanders take over. We have a tie ball game after a 14-play, 79-yard drive by the Vikings to tie it up at 14. It's 1st and 10, 4:03 to go in his first half. Daniels is going to hand it off to Robinson, who breaks through the first tackle but could not break through the second. A gain of 3 on the play, so 2nd and 7 now at the 26. Daniels is going to be in shotgun. He's got looks like that's Robinson Jr. to his right. He's going to fake the handoff. He's looking. He's got a pretty good pocket. Wide open receiver sitting there by the numbers. And it's going to be a first down. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 35. And we're now at about 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Daniels in shotgun. Robinson to his left again. He's going to send Deebo Samuel in motion. Fake the jet. Fake the handoff. And it doesn't matter. Dallas Turner ate them all alive in the backfield for another sack. And it's 2nd and 15 now at the 30. And that's going to be a momentum shifter possibly. It's going to be now shotgun. He's going to hand it off. And wow, what a letdown by the defense. A huge sack for 2nd and 15, and they allow Robinson Jr. to have a 17-yard run for a 1st and 10 for the Commanders now at the 47-yard line. 2:23 to go here in the first half, and Robinson's going to get met by Javon Hargrave, and he breaks the tackle and then leaps over a defender and gets a gain of 4. What in the world are we watching? What a game so far. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, and it's 14-14. here at the bank. So now here we go at top side of the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 6. Daniels in shotgun. Robinson Jr. to his left. He takes a high snap with one hand. He's going to scramble up the middle. He's got a first down, and he's going to slide before Byron Murphy levels him down at the 38. It's 1st and 10 now for the Commanders. Clock's ticking. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, so plenty of time regardless of what happens here. Daniels takes a snap. He gets the pass off. That one's going to go, and he breaks the tackle and gets a first down. Jalen Lane there, 3rd catch, and that's 106 yards in the first half. And he's the one that had that breakdown touchdown, I believe, earlier in the game. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 28. Going to send tight end in motion. Takes a snap. Robinson Jr. is going to get handoff, and that's going to be gain of 0. Isaiah Rodgers once again making a play at the line of scrimmage, and Isaiah Rodgers has been huge this season in stops. We may be looking at a contract extension for him. That pass is going to be completed for a gain of 6 on a play, so now it's 3rd and 4. Commanders call a timeout. So now we're 3rd and 4. Clock stopped at 1:08 to go at the 22-yard line. A stop here would be great by the Vikings. And they're not going to get a stop. It's going to be enough for a first down, so it's now 1st and 10 down to the 15. And Zach Ertz hopefully doesn't get a career-ending injury like what possibly happened to him in the game in real life this last week. But we're going to get it off the receiver, and it's going to be called to gain of 2 on the play. That's Jalen Lane once again. Now it's 2nd and 8 from the 12. Vikings likely not going to get the ball back, but hopefully we can stop them from getting a touchdown. And we're going to have Jade Daniels wide open. He's going to get leveled before he gets to the line, and he better get down next time. 3rd and inches. Surprised he didn't fumble that away, but he's in shotgun now. Robinson once again to his right. And that's going to be a false start on the offense, most likely. And now it's going to be 3rd and longer, 3rd and 5 now at the 10. So great break for the Vikings on there from the mishap from the pre-snap play there. Daniels takes the snap. He's looking. He's got room. He's got a scramble, and he's going to get dragged down by Wilson. And it's going to be 1st and goal now at the 3. They have no timeouts left, 20 seconds, 19. Hopefully we can get a sack here and have this be a worthless possession for them. And he gets the pass off, and it's going to be caught for a Commanders touchdown. All right, so we're going to pick it back up here. Apparently Daniels isn't hurt too much because he's back in the game. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Commanders. At the 40, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to scramble out, and he's going to get a first down. There's a flag on the play, and he's going to get leveled once again. And let's see what this is. This is a block at the back on the offense. So that's going to bring that run back. And it's now going to be a 1st and 3 at the 47. How is that a 1st and 3? But anyways, Mariota's in there now. I guess Daniels got hurt on that play. And that's going to be to Deebo Samuel, who's going to get down to the 32 for a first down. And looks like we did put Daniels out. It just was a delay, I guess. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 32. Mariota takes a snap. He's going to try to run. And he's going to get a first down. And he's going to dive down in front of Hitman before getting leveled at the 19. So it's 1st and 10 now at the 19 for the Commanders. And they're looking to take a 2-score lead on us at the bank. Commanders hand it off to Robinson, who has a wide open lane. And he's going to get met by Hitman, but not after he gets enough for a 1st and goal down at the 6. So our defense is starting to fall apart here in the second half. They've been playing really good so far, but this is not looking like a good possession. And that's going to be Robinson, who gets stopped at the 1. Great job by Hitman there to stop him at the 1, but 2nd and goal at the 1 is not a play that you really want to see as a defense. And that's going to go, and that's going to be another touchdown for Deebo Samuel. All right, so we're going to pick back up here. 1st and 10 for the Commanders at the 44-yard line after another punt from the Vikings. Commanders already up by 2 scores. Going to get a quick pass out. It's going to fall incomplete on the hit there, so 2nd and 10 now. Commanders already have 369 total yards of offense this game. It's just been unstoppable. I don't know what's going on with our defense in this game. This completely fallen apart in the second half. And that's going to be another completion. That's going to be almost enough for a first down, and that's going to be another injury on the play. This one of Brian Robinson Jr., who's actually been one of the ones eating us alive, so maybe that'll help us a little bit. 3rd and 2 now. Mariota takes a snap. He's going to run forward for a first down and more, and he's going to keep running. He's going to slide down at the 21, and it'll be a new set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Commanders. Cashman's out there motioning something. Going to hand it off, and that's going to be a wide open run for the Commanders, a 9-yard run, and it's 2nd and 1 now at the 11. Hand it off. Robinson Jr. is back again. This time he's met, but not until after he gets a first down. So it's 1st and goal now for the Commanders at the 10-yard line. Hopefully we can try to hold him to a field goal and maybe have a shot at a comeback, but that's looking like we're going to take our 2nd straight loss now. And he's going to get tackled down at the 1 by Cashman. And it's 2nd and goal now at the 1-yard line. Mariota's in shotgun. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to send him back the other way. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out to him, and that's another Commanders touchdown. So our pick back up here. 52 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. They are now down by 3 scores after the Commanders scored another touchdown. And this one's going to be handed off. I don't know. That's Mason, it looks like. 3-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 7. McCarthy's going to have an empty backfield. They're going a heavy passing now, obviously being down by 21 with 24 seconds to go here in the 3rd. McCarthy takes a snap. He's going to scramble out. He's going to get a first down, and he's going to keep going instead of sliding. It's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 41-yard line. This time he's going to be under center with, I don't know, it looks like that might be Mason in the backfield. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Commanders 35, Vikings 14. Picking it back up here in the 4th quarter, and it's 35-14, 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 41-yard line. McCarthy's going to set back, take the snap. He's looking, he's got a pass, and he's going to overthrow his receiver once again, and it's now 2nd and 10 at the 41. McCarthy's going to be in shotgun. He's got, looks like that might be Mason to his right. He's going to send Mason out. He gets a throw out, and it's going to be to Justin Jefferson for a Vikings first down. But it might be too little too late. We're in the 4th quarter, 11:38 to go, down by 21. I mean, we've had miracles happen before. Can we have another Minneapolis miracle today? Mason's going to have it. He's going to get to the edge, but only get a gain of about 3. So 2nd and 7 now. And the Commanders, with no takeaways so far today, it says, but they have, unless that's supposed to be a different stat. But here we go, 2nd and 7 now at the 34. McCarthy in shotgun with Mason to his right. He's going to send Mason in motion out to the far right. McCarthy takes the snap. He's got a pretty good pocket that collapses pretty quick, and he has to overthrow Mason, but he had Mason for a wide open touchdown if he had a little bit more time. And unfortunately, that's just how this game has gone for the Vikings today. It's now 3rd and 7 at the 34. And McCarthy's in shotgun. He's going to take the snap after sending Hawkinson in motion. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to throw a bullet across the middle, and he's got Jalen Naylor for a Vikings touchdown. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings after forcing the Commanders to punt after their previous score. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 33. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who gets a gain of about 2 on the play. And now the Vikings only down by 14. Things that could be looking a little bit better if they're able to get in the end zone here. Got 9 minutes to go. It's 2nd and 8 now at the 35. McCarthy understands, takes the snap, gets it out to was that Justin Jefferson, and he has a gain of about 20 on the play. I had to wait and see what number that was. I couldn't tell. I didn't know if that was Addison or Jefferson that got it, but that's another Vikings first down for Jefferson, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 46. We're going to send Hawkinson in motion. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who had a small opening, but it closed pretty quickly. He does get a gain of 3 out of it, though, so to bring up a 2nd and 7 now at the 43-yard line. McCarthy alone in the backfield in shotgun, takes a snap, quick pass out to Jefferson again, who makes a stumble there, but he's able to still get a first down, and it's 1st and 10 at the 36 now for the Vikings, who are rolling down the field on this series. Don't know what happened to this offense, but they're suddenly alive. McCarthy throws another dot to Hawkinson, and this one's going to get down. He'll be pushed out of bounds at the 7-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Vikings. Now McCarthy's going to come out in an offset I formation set. He's going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to try to run up the middle. He gets a gain of about 1, but he's stopped almost immediately upon reaching the line. 2nd and goal now at the 6. He's going to be in shotgun with Xavier Scott to his left. He's going to take the snap. He's going to do a screen play to Scott, who's wide open for a Vikings touchdown, and the Vikings will pull within 7. And the Vikings drop their 2nd game in a row, 35-28 to the Commanders, to drop to 2-11 as the Commanders move to 3-10. And we have a lot of changes coming up in this offseason. And we're going to get one upgrade from that game. It's for backup center Michael Jurgens. We're going to upgrade his agile. Hopefully we get some pass blocking stuff in there. It looks like we're going to get +1 to awareness, pass block finesse, run block, and run block finesse. And that's going to be all she wrote for this episode. When we come back on the next one, we're going to be taking on, it looks like, the Cowboys and the Giants at a minimum. Let's go ahead and advance over and see who our next 3 opponents are going to be, because we're probably going to get 3 games out of each episode moving forward, if depending on how things go. And it looks like our next 3 is going to be the Cowboys, the Giants, and then the Lions. So that'll be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below what you think, what changes we need to be making, who we should be looking at for the draft coming up. And like I said, make sure you subscribe. It really helps get us out there for other Vikings fans to see. Don't forget to check out the new slider video I just posted the other day. It's already about 1,500 people's got it in the works. I've heard nothing but good things. It's built for complete realism. You saw it in action for 3 games today. So try it out, plug in your franchises, let me know how your games are going, and stay tuned for Thursday. We will be having our brand new Worst to First Arizona Cardinals franchise rebuild coming out. So stay tuned for that, and other than that, I will see you guys in the next episode, and as always, Skol. The stadium stands silent. The battlefield awaits. Shadows stir, legends awaken. Tonight, the clash begins. Join the Night Watch and let's sim the battle and rule the night together. Welcome to Night Sims.